Hi students, I'm Dr. Angaleswari, Assistant Professor of History, Holy Cross College. In this video, we will be discussing about the self-respect movement. We'll be looking over the historical background, what is self-respect movement, objectives of self-respect movement, principles of self-respect movement, and significance of self-respect movement, and finally, the contemporary relevance of self-respect movement. Firstly, historical background. This movement was founded by E.V. Ramaswamy, popularly known as. Firstly, we are going to discuss about the historical background. The self-respect movement was founded by E.V. Ramaswamy, popularly known as Periyar. He believed that the main reason for the social inequality is Brahminical hegemony. So, for the reason, he started asking many questions against the Brahminical hegemony. It was an egalitarian movement that advocated for the abolition of Brahminical system. It was an egalitarian movement that advocated for the abolition of Brahminical hegemony, self-respect and equal rights, and women empowerment also. Next, we'll be talking about what is self-respect movement. During 1925, there were three different movements were happening, mainly women resistance, low caste. Next, we will be talking about the self-respect. What is self-respect movement? Next, we'll be talking about what is self-respect movement. During 1925, there were three different movements were happening. Significantly, the women revolution, low caste resistance, and the self-respect movement. This three movements mainly questioned the Brahminical hegemony. And the self-respect movement, also known as the Dravidian movement, advocate for the equal rights of the backward class. And most importantly, this movement was a dynamic social movement aimed to completely, most significantly, the self-respect movement was a dynamic social movement which aimed completely destroying the Brahminical hegemony and significantly and social order. Most importantly, the self-respect movement was a dynamic social movement aimed at completely destroy the post-independent caste system and establishing national society free of caste, religion, and God. The main objectives of the self-respect movements are to build a society in which oppressed caste have the equal rights in the society, to build a society in which oppressed caste have the same basic civil rights, to completely eradicate untouchability and bring social harmonies. And it's aimed for the upliftment of low caste people, aimed for social transformation, and finally to discourage people to use their caste titles in their name and encourage self-respect marriages. The principles of the self-respect movements are mainly Periyar believed the self-respect movement was valuable as a soul and its protection was a birthright. He believed that if one developed self-respect movement, he or she could automatically develop individuality. The mantras of the self-respect movements are Arivu Vidudala Iyakam, Tanmanam, Suyamariyadai. No kind of inequality among people, no differences based on caste in social life. And finally, every human being seeks to act according to reasons, desire, understanding, and perspectives and shall not reject to slavery in any form. Significant of self-respect movements are anti-Brahmanism and self-respect marriages. Periyar believed that the anti-Brahmanistic society will bring up equality among people, and the self-respect marriages like casteless marriages will bring equality among people. The contemporary relevance of the self-respect movements are the self-respect movement has brought many different changes in the society. This anti-caste movement that has questioned the Indian caste system and the intercaste marriages which brought women's physical autonomy, and the campaign was a breakthrough movement for feminism in India. The assessment which I would like to give for you is to illustrate how the self-respect movement brought women's physical autonomy and its impact in today's society. These are the references, and I would like to ask I would like to ask you to refer all these books. And finally, the self-respect movement, which was founded by E.V. Ramaswamy, to bring up equality in the society. Thank you.